Good morning, everyone. It is Monday. I want to say it's October 24th. I'm going to try to do a full day of eating and a day in the life. We'll see how it goes. Right now, I'm getting ready to do some exercise and go outside and walk. And yeah, I will be back. Okay, I am back, and as you see, I have my Bulletproof Coffee ready to go. So all that is today I actually just used some organic coconut oil, a little bit of stevia, some turmeric and cinnamon, and blended it all together. And I added in 1 scoop of the Great Lakes collagen. And I did, while I was out shopping yesterday, picked up some of the a different brand, which I've heard really good reviews about. So, and I will probably insert the picture somewhere here. But for right now, I'm going to drink my Bulletproof Coffee, and more than likely I am going to do a walk, and I probably will drive down to the park and just walk to the store. So I will be back. So hi people, I have parked my car, and pray for me, I ran over some glass when I parked. So I am now on the Burke Gilman Trail, and we're going to go for a walk because I'm heading to the store. So once I get to the store, I will show you what I'm picking up, which is not much, but we're going to walk. All right, I'll be back. So everyone, I am back, and I have my last meal for the day. I'm sitting down, so here it is. It is basically a beef patty, a little bit of leftover chicken, and some Brussels sprouts. So I am going to eat and actually do a little bit of Q&A. This has been a long time coming, so this is will be part 1 of it. I will start with, I am 47 years old. When I say I have done every diet under the sun, yes, I have done every diet under the sun. I think the last time I cleaned out my bookshelf, there were somewhere around 25 to 30 different diets, and I had even created some weird, wacky diets of my own. So I have been overweight for the last, I want to say 18 to 20 years. Prior to that, I was a normal weight. I could eat what I want, and it was okay. No issues. Then I noticed I started putting on weight. In 2013, I had weight loss surgery. I had the gastric bypass. And what prompted that was I was at my heaviest. I am only 4'11.5", and I tipped the scale at 248 pounds. So if you can imagine some short person like me being 248 pounds, I was classified as morbidly obese at that point. But I guess my real wake-up call that I had to do something was when my daughter graduated from college, and I was very excited, so I had to fly to California. And I'm like, okay, well, this is to me a special enough occasion that I'm going to go first class. So I was excited. I was going first class, going to her graduation. The shock came to me when I sat down on that airplane seat and I could not fasten that belt. I was horrified. It almost brought me to tears, and I knew something had to change. I got to LA. That awful experience I soon passed through my mind after seeing my daughter and having fun. But right after her graduation ceremony, and I think it was like maybe 2 days afterwards, um, she sat down and talked to me and told me how worried she was about my health, and because I was so overweight, and she was worried I was going to pass away in my sleep. And I knew then I had to do something. So I want to say maybe about 6, 7 months later, I finally went through the process of getting the gastric bypass. I think that was actually, I want to say January of 2013. That kickstarted a lot of things for me. I had started looking into different ways of eating. I was paleo for a while, and that worked okay. But then it was, the doorway was open for still too many carbs. I think my body, I was just very carb resistant. Because my drug of choice was always something carb heavy, something like pasta, French fries, pancakes, potatoes, anything that was carb heavy like that, or even sweets, cakes and pies and stuff like that. I would probably, and bread. Bread was definitely a weakness. I would take those things over eating anything else. So even though I was eating the good carbs and it focused on being grain free, I was still eating way too much for my body. And yes, I did have the weight loss surgery, and that does restrict you to a certain degree. But what people don't realize, you have what's called a honeymoon period. And after the honeymoon period, I would say that's anywhere, depending on the person, from 6 to 9 months. After that, your body can slowly go back to normal, and you can eat regular amounts of food. They always say, well, you can never really go back to eating what you used to eat. To a degree, that's true. But for some people, they can start eating large quantities of food. I have known people that have had to go back for a second bypass because they had the first one. It worked for a while. They didn't fix their internal issues with food, relationship with food, and they gained all that weight back. I have been holding steady at about 170, and I know I'm still classified as overweight. And I still know for me, I still want to lose at least 30 more pounds. But then that brought me to, I want to say about 8 or 9 months ago, keto. And I started researching it, and that worked pretty well. To me, it worked the best. I wasn't serious with it. I was flopping back and forth. Eventually, I started, reading my blood sugar and figuring out some foods that really didn't agree with me. The food I love the most, cheese. I introduced cheese, and oh my God, it was bad. Very bad. So I can't do cheese. Okay, I'm sorry. I think my phone cut off, but I was talking about cheese. I can't do cheese. Now, I will eat it, but I have to limit the amount I eat when I consume cheese. So I have found the best way for it to work for me is the cheese I eat has to be Kerrygold, and I can only have one serving, maybe 2 to 3 days a week. So, like I said, I flopped around so much with trying to figure out my body. And at this point, keto works the best for me. I'm at the point now of trying to really figure out what my macros should look like. And I will say about maybe 4 months ago or longer, I did play around with, because there's a lot of people I watch on YouTube, and watching their weight loss journey, and they kept talking about Weight Watchers, and I knew I should not have tried it, but I did. I gave Weight Watchers a try again, and that was a little bit disastrous for me. So all my Weight Watcher people, I'm kind of jealous of you, because yes, I love my fruits, I love eating different things, but for some reason that does not work with my body. So if y'all guys out there know some kind of magic pill for Weight Watchers that will make it work with me, let me know. But my body cannot handle large amount of carbs. It does better with moderate protein and a substantial amount of fat. And I notice I have to cut back my fat a little bit. And if I was reading correctly, feel free to correct me, that keto is defined by having low carbs, anywhere between, I think it's 20 grams or less, and moderate protein, and a high fat content of at least 65 grams or higher, depending on your activity level, I think. So at this point, I'm just kind of rearranging my macros and figuring out between my carbs and my protein where I should be, what's optimal for my body. And I know I need to probably go deeper, but I don't want to talk anyone's head off. And I do thank you guys for tuning in and watching me. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you would like, and share. And I'm going to try to get more videos up. Between working my long hours and coming home being busy, it's hard to get videos up, and there's so much I do want to go over and talk about, especially part 2 of this keto journey and how I'm figuring things out and how I'm incorporating exercising. But hit the like and subscribe, and I'm going to be back to talk more about some more Q&A in part 2. And until then, everyone stay blessed and happy and hydrated, and I will talk with you later. Bye-bye.